Why did it default here? What else is there that's interesting? They picked Ezreal Yumi bot. That is kind of interesting. I don't really know if we've seen Yumi at all this season. Uh, Certainly I don't have a recollection of seeing it. And uh, also haven't been seeing a lot of Ezreal. It just shut up. I don't have any assets, and so we're kind of doing this on the fly. I'm a I stream for supplemental income or something. I also have to use OBS, and I'm not used to using OBS. I normally use Streamlabs, so this is a little peculiar. Um, oh, that was me. I joined the casting futon. All right. While I'm waiting in spectator select, I guess we can talk about this draft more now that I know where people are going. Because this is gonna be Kathy top, Noam jungle, Garrett mid, and then Rex, Jacob bot lane. So Draven Nautilus bot lane, obviously is like the win condition here for, excuse me, Meta Busters. And then I guess it's Aatrox top and Poppy jungle, Swain mid. I think it's interesting. I don't really know, other than maybe the fact that like maybe this is just like a jungler that Gnome's comfortable on, and it's like an awkward role swap. I don't really know why Poppy would be in the jungle here. And then we have on the side of MVP, we got Urgot, Briar, Echo, Ezreal, Yumi. Um, Honestly, you know, much more, I guess, conventional. I think like having like this like AP assassin that can also like kind of function as like a utility mage of some kind in the mid lane seems to be going really well for heroic. I think Ion the Briar is like a champion similar, not necessarily in function, but in playstyle to Nefiri. Um, and Urgot in the top lane for Puza, I kind of like that. I think um, I think although the Yorks and Scions have been doing him well, I think you know, although it's easy to like it's easier to not die on a tank per se. I think like having a champion that can give you some agency in the lane is what I really like to see. No, this is just on a tiny monitor. Um, no, I have two monitors and one of them is smaller than the other. Here we can I can do this. You like that? Is that better, huh? You like that? Is this what you want, Blake? You can look at Briar, I guess. That's pretty cool. This is what my monitor normally looks like, Blake. That's how wide my normal monitor is. There. I stretched it for you. I'm so happy I could bring you this joy. Alright, we got like about a minute until we switch over. I don't have a lot of the assets that I can really talk about certain stuff about the game, but I think just like talking about matchups that I think are going to be interesting. I think obviously this bot lane is where all this power on meta busters is concentrated into. Like we are going to have to expect them to get ahead and get ahead early. I do, although I think that picking Yuumi into Nautilus is usually kind of dumb. I actually think in this very specific use case, I think it's actually pretty good. Because not necessarily just because you're playing into Draven Nautilus, but compositionally, you're trying to sedate the Draven as much as humanly possible and just get your leads everywhere else on the map. And I think that Yumi's actually a pretty deceptively good champion at doing things like that. Um, Other than that, I think everything else is pretty pretty standard, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to call. I am not as well versed on my jungle meta knowledge as I necessarily could or should be. I've always been kind of suspect of Poppy jungle when it's not a counter pick. That is a good stat that I can't check right now, Stanley, but I don't think he has. I'd be very surprised if he has. Double single health potion start on our junglers. Like having security on clear is fine, but especially on Briar, I don't know if you really need it. Double Doran's in the top lane. The start of cowards. And Ezreal Yuumi is unsurprisingly getting zoned off this first wave really hard by Nautilus. But it looks like they're going to get out of the level 2 dungeon zone relatively unscathed. Taking a few unfavorable trades from the Draven, but is going to get out mostly intact, which is honestly all you can really ask for. Um, Nothing else seems to really be excitingly happening. Echo is down a lot in CS, I think looking to kind of sacked a lot of that wave to try to pressure that early kill onto Garrett, but didn't get it. Is going to get a favorable trade onto Garrett now. I still don't know if I really like that. Sacking a bunch of early gold can be okay if you can like guarantee you get the kill, but Swain is really deceptively hard to dive. It's gonna end. Oh my God! Does he die? Oh, first blood is given over to the Echo. Never mind. I should never say anything. Everybody makes really smart decisions, and gets the kill onto Garrett too. That just like it's pretty nuts. I don't. Ugh. Getting an early kill on the Briar is not ideal. That champion, in my experience, feels very feast or famine, and so getting an early kill over to the Briar is not ideal. Echo with the early Oblivion Orb. I think it's interesting. Uh, you know, I can't really say whether it's good or bad. I think, unfortunately, because he sacked so much of the early CS, I think his kind of item breakpoint on the back, even with the kill, was not very good. Um, can stream hear the audio in game? You can't? That's not good. Let me turn it up a little bit. How's that? Oop. Oh well. Alright. Nautilus looking onto this kill onto the Draven. I think it's just muted. Yeah, okay. I'll try to fix it after they make this expert play that doesn't go anywhere. Unfortunate. I think Jacob waited a little too long on the engage there. Alright. Well. Oh, I have the ability to pause while I fix it. Alright, this is so exciting. Give me 2 seconds, gamers. Does it work now? Dude, I'm so smart. Alright. Early Iron Spike Whip for the Briar. That's gonna help to clear out a lot. Briar feels very Trundle-esque, where having these Iron Spike Whip Tiamat is obviously she's never really gonna build a Tiamat, but the aid on the clear, especially into Raptor. No one saw that cannon miss, Valor. Don't worry. Especially into Raptors and Krugs is so important. Getting a positive trade onto the Draven here. I think it's really interesting, baiting them into the Briar. Oh no, this is not good for Bitcoin. Goes over the Yuumi. That's probably not the greatest thing in the world. Unlucky. Honestly, the play was not super great from MVP there. Is gonna look for a dive. Oh, and the thing dies. Yep, that's extremely good. The real big important thing is that on that initial play, they did not get the stacks off of the Draven. But now that Draven no longer has any stacks, the potential to re-snowball back into the game is pretty muted at this point. Oh, and they're gonna dive onto the. Oh no. And they're just gonna get another kill. There's a chance that they could have maybe tanked tower a little better there, but honestly, just really overall well played play from MVP. I really like the teamwork there. I think I'm honestly really surprised that Draven backed in such a greedy position there when he knows that the mid laner's roaming down from bot side, or at least hopefully their teams are calming that. Sorry if the screen goes momentarily black. Alright. Yeah, Briar. I like this purchase from the Echo. Again, like we were talking about earlier, I think the initial recall of Oblivion Orb probably was forced on by the early bad farm trades, but I really don't really like the Oblivion Orb purchase, and I'm glad that we're going into something a little more less quirky. I understand that you're buying it to deal with the Swain, but oh, dive. Let's see. Oh, they spotted out. I think they spotted it out from the Vision Ward. I don't think they're really going to be able to do anything here. Channeling Hex Flash. The Metabusters roster was wacky. Their mid laner did not wake up. This is a correct assertion. He's getting some free poke onto the Nautilus. They're just gonna kill here? No, this is a. I think they could have made a turn there if Jacob was playing a little bit farther up, but I understand him not wanting to play farther up because it is a little scary on half HP. Pusa is going for the trade. I understand being a level up, but you got to keep in mind that even if the only extra item you have is the boots there, and so the extended trade is not great for you when your opponent has Ruby Crystal Longsword. Looks like the play mid didn't really go anywhere. Echo's able to to get away pretty fast. Looking at the CS lead, oh, and there's a, never mind, not speaking of the CS lead, there's a gank coming in from MVP. Nice flash. The Yuumi rework is so dumb, dude. Why can she redirect her ult? That's such a dumb change. Oh no! Oh, he could have pathed down. Oh no, a tragedy. I don't really think there's a play here. Yeah, it's gonna just end up leaving. This is genuinely one of my first few games. Yeah, it doesn't. I think it just slows. I'm gonna be honest. Ever since the rework, nobody. Oh my God! There's no way this is a kill. What? Oh, I get. They just barely get a kill. Normally I would root for the Draven player, but that skin is the most obnoxious thing on planet Earth, and so I hate anybody who uses that skin. So therefore, you get positive points for playing Draven, but minus points for playing the worst skin in the game. Oh my God! Does he just get the kill here? Oh, he's forced to pop the ult on this Swain. They're just fighting everywhere on the map. I guess it makes sense for Pusa to fight here. I think the ult goes wide and flashes away. Do they get a kill here? Oh, Poppy has ult. Oh no, that was really well. So really well played from Pusa, waiting for the ult animation to hit the E button. You know, I think it's really easy to get trigger happy with the E, but if you don't use it in response to the Poppy can like just continue chasing you and then ult you afterwards. Pretty well played. Going back in here, it's a little bit bold. I respect the audacity though. Is gonna get a kill here. Nice, good kill over to Kathy. You know, sometimes we make bold plays, and we respect that in this household. This ult onto the... No, wait. I don't care about what's happening over here. Let's figure out what's going on over here. All right. He just grips and rips this ult through the minion wave. I guess because he sees that the Yuumi's disconnected here. Oh no! And then what's happening over here? It looks like Briar got caught out and is just gonna end up perishing. I really would have liked to see Poppy give that over to the Swain. I think Swain needs some recourse to get back into this game with this Echo being able to roam around. Unfortunately, it is really hard to catch Ezreal. That's another thing I like about the Ezreal pick here, even if I don't think it's necessarily that great into Draven. Because although it's not great into Draven, never mind. Quick interlude into getting a kill mid here. Even if it's not good into Draven necessarily, I think the really good play that they're like overloading, stacking pressure into this bot side, trying to give Rex a kill, and then Ezreal can just like anytime Poppy tries to make a play, just like boop, goes away. Yeah, I agree, Joel. It does look like he was trying to initially give it over to Swain. Ugh. There's a lot going on in this game, but simultaneously not a lot. It's a good... Oh no! That was still a really good offensive flash from Jacob. Although it looks kind of inty, I don't think they ever get a kill there regardless. So I think Nautilus missing the hook there at the end of the day is not really make the play any better or worse. I think it just makes him look a little goofy, but that's okay. There was not really ever going to be a play that happens there. The CS lead in bot lane is starting to get a little smaller just because it looks like they're sacking some waves to try to get some pressure going. And it has just not been really working. The CS lead was like all above 40 at some point in the game, and now it is like decreased to like sub 30. Which, you know, Oh, I do not like this play, but they ended up losing, not being able to capitalize on it. That was such a greedy play from the Ezreal. It looks like they're going to try to make something happen here. If they're able to get the kill on the Ezreal, this is just, this is looking a little doomed. That stun is pretty good, but they can't get anything here, just trying to get away with the Poppy W. I don't know if they can kill here. Maybe they can. The Echo TP, oh my god, what a sick TP. And Noam didn't run top, so I think he is unfortunately going to perish from this earth. Not until getting a kill, a shutdown onto the Ezreal. Ezreal gifting the red team some hope there. Respect. You know, gotta help a homie out once or twice. And is gonna die to the Echo Q. I do like MVP's bold plays, even if sometimes it ends up looking a little silly. I mean, it is working out in some regard though. Their Echo is 5-0, and their Ezreal, although down CS, is up 3-1. Oh my god, just gets one tapped. And I think this bot lane is tilting a little bit from being far behind, even though they had such a good lane advantage, that they're just like kind of playing like they still have lane advantage when they most certainly do not, and they are suffering the consequences there. Oh. It gets a kill onto the top laner. I think that was again a little bold from Puza, but I think Hearts and oh my god, and misses the gets the Q. Okay, it's fine. Nice, good kill onto the Echo. I think that gives signs of life into the enemy team. Getting that shutdown is really important, and I really don't think. I understand that playing this offensively has gotten them this like lead so far, but I don't really think they need to be playing continually this offensive. Like they should be just kind of sitting on like their massive gold lead instead of giving it over to the oh my god, the flash of champions. And then he gets sent away into the ether. I think, yeah, she does die here. They do not kill here, unfortunately. They might kill if he decides to walk back. No, just walk back to third. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is. Oh my god. The Yuumi healing is too strong. Oh my god, what a great Nautilus ult. I don't know if they're going to be able to make a play off of it, though. I was able to get the kill. Nice. Oh my god. What the hell is happening? This is certainly a game of League of Legends if I've ever seen one. TP's in. I don't think Aatrox should die here. He should have focused on clearing the wave. Now he might pay the ultimate price. If you clear the wave there, then you can still sit under turret. Never mind, Kathy is carrying the game. It's not. I was hopeful. I think that's just going to be it. I think if Echo knows what's good for him, he's not going to feed more gold into the Draven than he already accidentally has. Oh, sticking around. Surely we have 2k golds. Interesting. Oh. Huh. I don't really... It's... Sorry, Chad. It's really hard for me to comprehend what's going on here. Oh, that was a really good attempt at an engage from Jacob, and unfortunately he's just gonna kind of eat rocks there. I would like to see, from the side of Meta Busters, I'd like to see them kind of pick and choose their aggressive points. I think it makes sense from them to like want to play aggressively to get back into the game because they're already really far behind in gold. So like trying to pick aggressive choke points to like fight them in is pretty good. However, I think they're just kind of choosing them at times of random intervals and also in a single file line rather than as a team. And I think they should be like trying to coordinate these like team plays that they were half successfully doing in the early game. This is extremely funny. Rex is just not rotating up to, is just kind of dealing with the wave there. I don't really know what that was. I feel like they could have definitely gotten a kill there. But I don't know. Has more mastery on Draven than I do. I don't die there. Hansama also doesn't die there, I think. Not really a lot to say about this point in the game, to be honest. I think that it seems that almost every lane aside from top lane has at least an item advantage, if not more. Actually, bot lane once this Ezreal recalls is gonna have an item advantage. Yeah, gonna probably buy the mana immune here. Gnome should just die here, right? Oh, nice teleport from the Ezreal. Really heads up play. Don't really love that ult from Puza there. I think he might die for it. Oh, never mind. The Yuumi heal is just too strong, and they're just all gonna perish. Holy cow! It's a massacre. Kill goes over to the Draven and the Swain. Oh my god. No! Not into the fountain! Briar! I can't believe that she executed there. That might have been the funniest shit I ever seen. Unfortunately, I don't think Briar has a lot of choice in the matter once she hits the ability. So, oh, the Puza TP. I really love this TP here. Nice flash to evade the Poppy stun. I think they should win this fight. Oh, they're getting another TP. Oh, my game is definitely not tabbing out for another reason. Anyway, Heroic goes back in, gets the double kill. Well, alright, let's see what happened there. Other than my unfortunate incident happened. Alright, so this looks like Heroic's TPing off spawn. I really like this. Ends up dying to the Swain. Puza gets out with a flash E. I think Swain could have had better target selection there. Oh. Alright, let's speed back up a little bit. What the fuck was that? I don't know what sound effect that was. I don't normally play with sound on. Oh my god! The snipe ultimate from Urgot. That was a really killer ultimate. I've not been loving Puza's ultimate usage this game, but that one was pretty slam dunk. It's always good to secure the kill there because forcing Echo to overextend is not something you just want to do when he has that much of a shutdown. Nice kill onto Kathy. Kathy was kind of the only surviving member with an advantage, so now that that's kind of dissipated, I think this game is going to be pretty set in stone over for the Meta Busters. just gonna do the Baron here. Wow, that's so cool, epic. They're doing this a lot slower than they should. I guess Ezreal isn't rotating here, which is why they're doing it pretty slowly. You know, Ezreal just kind of taunting them in mid lane, being Giga Chad. Oh my God, that died in a single Q. Well, I guess and one auto to get the proc of the passive. See, now Metabusters is playing passively when they're on like Death's Door, but like I wish they would have been doing this like a little earlier on in the game and then picking their spots in when MVP wants to overextend into their base. I think it's kind of too little too late for this defensive push. I am kind of surprised that they're not using this. I really think that Pooja should probably be walking to bot lane here. They should be 1-3-1ing this. Like, Pooja is not insanely strong, but the fact that Heroic is so strong, like, he can like attract these 4 members for free, and now they're not getting the triple push to like end the game faster. Oh my God, Briar's going in! And the Ezreal ult's gonna clear the wave so that everything is gonna turn up good for the blue team. What the fuck is going on here? They just got a triple kill out of nowhere. They used I guess that was all Yuumi ult. Yumi's a broken champ, by the way. Somebody nerfed that shit. And GG's from Metabusters. They know it's over. Alright, gonna lick their wounds and get back for game 2. Wait, there's an Everfrost on Yuumi? Why didn't the caster talk about that? Okay. All right, chat. All right. All right. Let's Rek'Sai here. I don't really remember what the third one they banned was last time. I kind of want to play some music in the background, methinks. Let's go to the casting booth and let's get a playlist. Oh, Spotify. Yuck. Ew, yuck, gross. All right, sorry, I looked away from my monitor. They banned Yorick, Syndra, and Maokai. I don't really understand the Maokai or the Yorick. Syndra, I get. But first picking Briar, I think this was their idea last time. They're just doing it again. I think it's a correct decision, probably. Picking up the Nami, I really like this. Now that Draven's banned, it doesn't need like that engage support. Like put I would assume Jacob on something he's pretty comfortable on. Xayah as the pair, I think it's pretty good. Is definitely gonna have like, although it doesn't have like those like kind of coin flippy hard win matchups like Draven does, I think it's just gonna kind of be generally a more positive pick into the field. And I think that's kind of what you want from Rex, if that's Rex playing it. The other thing is that I could see a world where it's Kathy on the Xayah, because I think Kathy plays it. Emphasis on I think. Don't take my word for anything. Picking up the Caitlyn as the response. Kate Lux. I'm gonna go check if my anecdotal experience is not what the internet says, but I've always held the opinion that I think this matchup is like pretty like, it's not great for Xayah, but I think that like Caitlyn really strength is in matchups where like her bullying matters a lot, and I think that Xayah's kind of like, doesn't her W give? I should know a lot more things about the champions I play than I actually do, but the one thing is that since Xayah can kind of play around the lane a lot better with her feathers, like I don't think she like doesn't feel like she gets congested into one location, which is like where Caitlyn Lux wants to like kind of like bully that space that you're taking up. But I think it's pretty good. I think the Renekton pick here gonna kind of unilaterally do really well into whatever Puza tries to play. Kate is one of her worst matchups on paper, but I think it matters more about like the contextualness of like what MVP is trying to do, and like I feel like MVP's bot lane, they can play to win if they feel really confident, and I respect that. But I think they should more importantly be playing not to lose, right? Because like, especially if you are not confident that Rex is going to be playing that champ, because like, you know, any champion that needs to play aggressive in order to like get an advantage is not something you ideally want to be doing. But that's my opinion. No way Xayah's Rex. Yeah, I kind of agree. The Poppy pickup into the Lee Sin. Huh. Poppy top? I really like that. I think that's a good adaptation from Puza. I think a lot of people have been picking Renekton into him. And so, Joel is, if Joel's in the chat, can correct me if I'm wrong, the local Poppy expert. But I think this matchup on paper is really good for Poppy. Correct? I think Lee Sin is the people's champ. It's what the champ is really strong right now because you know they gotta buff Lee Sin and Orianna every time Worlds comes around, or else like I don't know, Chovy's gonna have an aneurysm. I don't know if Chovy's even playing Worlds. Chovy's gonna win Worlds? I don't know about that. What team is he on? Gen G? Alright, while we wait for people to get into chat, we can play the Wordle today. Alright. Should hopefully be able to get a lot of work done here. The enemy team has to kind of kind of force their way into their space. They don't have a lot of, other than Lissandra E, they don't have a lot of natural ways to kind of take up space without kind of committing to an all-in. Unfortunately, Renekton is, although he has his like double dash, like the double dash only works if you're hitting somebody, right? So his dash is like a lot more committal than it is on the surface, and so the fact that they have to kind of commit to this all-in here is going to kind of be what Caitlyn and Lux are looking for. The only thing that's, to me, kind of doesn't compositionally fit with the rest of MVP is the Briar. I think the Briar is not on the same page as everyone else. Because, like, you know, because the enemy team just has more engaged than them. So, like, Poppy is good at versatility, like being an engage or disengage champ. Like, this game, I want to see, like, Poppy, like, being a disengage tool for the Caitlyn Lux. But the problem is that Briar does nothing but go in. So it's gonna kind of be a little bit weird if it ends up going to late game. I think the team fights are going to be really hard for MVP to play because Briar doesn't have a lot of choice on whether she can go all in or not. However, if they don't make it to late game, which is what their comp might be trying to do, then it's not going to matter. I think MVP definitely does not want this to go late because the longer Zaya's in the game and the longer Lissandra's in the game is going to be really hard for them to like kind of play fights the way they want. Yeah, but like I don't really feel like that matters too much. I feel like the Zaya can just like play without the Nami, even if Nami gets one shot. I still think that Briar and Caitlyn Lux are not on the same game plan in late game team fights. IMHO. Okay, we're just about to get in a game here. I feel like you're playing this Lissandra pick as like kind of like the late game stopgap for these like powerful offensive threats and Akali and Briar, and so like not taking like a more defensive rune is really interesting because it means they think he wants to get more advantage in the lane in the mid game than I originally would think. Dark Harvest on the Lux, extremely based. However, if Dark Harvest is on the Lux, I want to see her like playing perma up the lane, not doing this defensive mid-bush camp baloney sandwich. Oh my god! Noam's getting such a good trade now. Imagine if he had Longsword 3-pot there. Humana. But it still worked out pretty well. It's getting this big crash and going top lane. Yeah. If you're playing Dark Harvest Lux, you gotta be like the ultimate Giga Chad. You need to be standing in that. You need to be standing up where your opponent's minions are, like constantly boxing with them, making sure that they feel your presence. Is getting an early gank off here. I think the Lux is definitely dead unless she has a really killer flash. Yeah, it's gonna unfortunately die here. Unfortunate. Nothing else really exciting happening. Valor, unsurprisingly, is going to have a CS lead on this Caitlyn. Caitlyn is really good at... If there's one thing Caitlyn is a monster at, is getting a CS lead in lane. I think that's really big unfamiliarity with Poppy thing, is that like there's no reason to really pop your W there. You want to be popping your W as either as they engage or as you're running away. There's no real reason to be using it as like a mid fight tool. Doesn't really have any use case for that. Briar's gonna get spotted out by the ward here. So he's gonna try to stop the recall, but misses. They're looking for, yeah, Lee Sin's definitely looking for a repeat gank here, but it looks like they're gonna spot it out better this time. Oh no, Valor's pathing almost fucked him there, but is gonna be able to get out with a good flash. A lot of Caitlyn's fall into this trap. Haha, funny joke. Of using the E, but then still AA pathing to their target. So they use the E and then they start pathing forward still. It's like a very common problem to run into like with an ability like that. Especially because Caitlyn's really long range will mean that like sometimes even when you E away, you're still going to be in range of somebody to auto them, and so you're going to start like repathing to them. So that's a bit unlucky. Lee Sin's coming in for the re-gank, but he's been spotted out for so long this time that Briar's here. I don't think they're going to get anything done here. Yeah. Oh my god. Valor, overstaying his welcome, has to burn the heal to get out of the fight. It looks like they're expecting this Lee Sin re-gank with a really good flank by the Akali. Oh my god, what a killer play from Heroic. That's really heads up. Knowing that he's going to go for the greedy re-gank there because of the way that Caitlyn was playing offensively. He's going to flash out. No! The Berserk! The Berserk kills this, kills the Briar. Shutdown goes over, well, kill goes over to the Xayah. So this CS lead is going to be a little less impactful from the side of Masked Valoran Pirates. Has used their whole government name there. I really do think that Noam should be using his advantage a little here. He is like down on technical damage, Sheen to Longsword, but he was level 5 to level 6, and so he could have really like probably pressured a lot more there. Now that the wave is under the turret, I think a lot of his kill pressure is gone. Lee Sin's going to be trying to make a play here, but Briar is conveniently on the same side of the map, so any play that's going to happen here is just not going to happen. Yeah, that was a bit wishful thinking. I think you know, probably should have just immediately cleared the ward and ran away. But oh my god, never mind. Puza going in for the replay. They're gonna try to go onto the Renekton here, I guess. Surely they know that Lee Sin is coming back, right? Yeah, pops the. Nice. Oh my god, what a sick play. And Puza doesn't get off the ultimate in time. Oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Heroic has been doing such a good job of like kind of catching the level 2 of the Rex rotations. Rex has been trying to kind of get away with murder with some of these greedy rotates, and he's just getting punished for it super hard. I really like this play from Renekton with both their ultimates down. Renekton is going to have the advantage. Oh my god, what a play from Garrett. Really good play. Point and click CC never fails. Skill issue, methinks. Rex is going for the third regank. Surely they're going to spot this out, but are they going to be able to do anything about it time? Caitlyn's flash is almost up, so Caitlyn will surely be able to get out of the play. Maybe. Oh no, what a killer flash. And Rex gets away. 2 kills up, only about 800 gold down. Puza's still not really used that Poppy W correctly. That is a really greedy attempt to take the ward there from Liz. I don't particularly agree with that. You know, although I don't think he's playing the lane super well. Obviously, he's down a little bit in CS. I can't stress enough how much I conceptually love this Poppy pick from Puza. Like, if I think about every champion that they're going to try to punish Puza on, the fact that Poppy is like a choice that he's picking up now is really, really smart. I think it's a really good way to like kind of defensively hold your lead, so to speak. Oh my god, using the ult there. You guys try to just like gain pressure on the Lissandra? Yeah, especially when he's allowed to play it. Joel, salty from the stands. Uh-oh, wah wah, crybaby. I don't, play Singed. People don't ban Singed. Try one-tricking Singed or something. Like my goat Michael. Notably, definitely a Singed one-trick. I really like this offensive pressure that they're trying to exert in the bot lane. This is like kind of what they should have been doing for a little while. Ult almost connects onto Kathy, but doesn't. Doesn't even have to use the ult to get out, which is a little perplexing. Yeah, I mean, Caitlyn Lux has kind of been doing what I thought they would be doing. They've been kind of playing really offensively in the lane the whole time, but they haven't really been doing a lot of damage to the opponent. I think they're just trying to get a CS lead, which, like, you know, works, but you know, you got to keep in mind your opponent has a kill. Like, your CS lead is not the most significant thing on planet Earth, especially when it comes to late game where their team fight is going to be a little better than yours. So I really would like to be seeing, like, not just like securing this kill lead, but also, like, you know, getting a little more for their money. Rex, however, has like almost all of the gold of MVP, not MVP, Meta Busters, and so let's check the stats on that. Yeah, and so the longer Rex needs to start converting that into team gold, because Lee Sin is, you know, maybe falls off, not the right word. But. Oh, nice, good use of the W. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that was badass. Rex kind of making the heads up play there, realizing that, you know, a lot of the gold's on him, and trying to get some objectives so that he can convert into damage. Popping the Yomus here, really bold. I don't really know if there was ever any universe that something happens there. Noam coming down for the crocodile rotate, but Liz putting the schmoves on him and is gonna die. Oh. Oh, the Berserk kind of screwing with Aya a little bit there. Unfortunate Briar moment, I think. Again, I don't really like what Briar's trying to do conceptually with the rest of their team. If you noticed, Caitlyn was trying to disengage there, but then Briar's forced to go in because of the nature of her champion. Oh my god, is he going to try to go in for this? No, he's going to... Yeah, okay, just kept trying to go for the style points of ulting out, but then dying anyway. Not to just make people catch random strays, but we, in my household, we call that the and. Garrett going in aggressively for no reason. Is not going to get punished for that, though. Oh my god, what a heads-up play from Puza again. That one looked much more intentional. And I think that Renekton should be toast here? Oh, doesn't get the stun off. And is going to be able to get away. Wow, really well played from the... From the Renekton. A lot more gold on this Lissandra now. The longer this game goes on, the more and more I'm starting to like this Lissandra pick. I think it's doing a really good job of neutralizing the Akali. And then also, because of the E, he's having a good job of matching the roam timers of the Akali. so that he can always kind of be where Akali's trying to get to. Oh my god, and almost dies. Really well played from Xayah. Forces the Caitlyn to pop the heal. Alright, what items are people buying, fellas? Lethality Caitlyn is fine. I think it's good this game. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Briar moment is forced to go onto the character wherever she goes. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. That was really heads up play from the Akali there. Everyone's going to kind of get out unscathed. Oh, there's a pause. Aya's cat ganked her. Unlucky. Skill issue. Don't get unganked by your cat. Hello? There we go. Double gore drinker buy from the Lee Sin. Oh my god, almost dies there. Oh no! Liz going in for the hero play. Gets the kill onto the Nami maybe? No, Nami heals. Nami W is going to be enough to get her to get out of there. Okay, well that was interesting. Rex just gets a surprise kill onto the Akali. Yeah. Man. This Briar champ looks a little useless. I still have my hesitations about whether this champ is good. I think staying here is a little greedy, Garrett, especially if you're going to waste your mana on that Q there. But is able to, I guess, get the Briar to back away from the turret. I feel like it's a really common misplay, both in the server and like in mid elo in general, to like tell yourself, oh, I have like enough mana to use my like disengage option, and then you use the mana to like pressure someone in lane, and then you end up not having enough mana to use your disengage ability, and then you die. Oh no, the Lux space check! What a disaster. This Lux has been having a really rough game of League of Legends. For being up 8 kills, and a dragon, I would have expected Meta Busters to be up more gold. Maybe I just don't know how gold works. This Briar's really far behind. Just got to the stride breaker. I was gonna try to make a play here. Yeah, I don't really know if like continuing to try to make these plays into Lissandra is ever gonna work because she still has her ultimate up. Caitlyn's able to attempt to get out here, and unfortunately, yeah, Lee Sin is just going to do a fancy insect and is gonna make her perish from this earth. Yeah. They have chosen their target of choice. Wow, nicely Sin Q. Oh, almost gets the kill there. And Akali just gets CC'd away. Well, what the fuck happened to my game? Okay, there we go. This is like about as brutal as the first game was, but in the opposite direction. It feels like every lane is winning. It feels like the later the game goes, the opponents are just going to, like, the meta busters are just going to get stronger, and they're already this far ahead in the early game. I think this is just like, this is just going to be a rough one for MVP to try to get through. That's the problem with pinking such an offensive team comp like this, I think. Like Briar, Kali, like they like are trying to get these advantages, and like when the opponents are just gonna pick things like Lissandra that like let you never really get a huge advantage in lane, that's just really hard. Although Caitlyn still has a CS lead, it has been kind of rendered irrelevant by the fact that she's down 3-0 in kills to the Xayah. The Akali is down both kills and golds to the Lissandra, and Briar's down in gold as well as Poppy to Renekton. Everybody's kind of 4-man roaming around bot lane, but looks like that Akali's going to be spot out by the last remnants of a red ward, so they're going to kind of know that they need to play defensively here. I really like what MVP is doing here, trying to like kind of have a last Hail Mary to make some sort of play happen. But unfortunately, I think they stayed too long and they're going to suffer the consequences. Really good insect by the Lee Sin. Wow. That was pretty good. Heroic is trying to get something done here. But unfortunately, all the lifesteal from the Gore Drinker is going to mean that with one combo kind of resets a lot of the damage that Akali just did. Ugh. Oh, and blue team surrendered, I guess, and we're going to game 3. You know what? Can't blame them. I think that was a really tough game. Well, chat, you know, I think that although it is the textbook counter pick, I don't think that Rex plays a lot of Lilia. Probably since they play with Mason, they know that Lilia is like how to play Lilia in this matchup, that it's really good. Ezreal pickup, I like it. Honestly, this draft for both sides is a lot better than I think both of the drafts for Game 1 and Game 2. It kind of makes sense. Both teams have a better idea of what's going on. The Lissandra ban, I really like that a lot. Although, I think it's less important when the opponent's not playing a melee assassin, right? I think like part of the reason it was so good last game is because it was really good into Akali Briar. And obviously they're not playing either of those champions this game because Briar is banned and Ahri is picked up for the mid laner. Banning the Yuumi, I like it. I don't think Ezreal Yuumi is going to get picked up for the same reason it was played last game anyway. because they kind of like picked it as like a specific strategy into the Draven Nautilus. Lissandra is the Ahri counter. Ish, me. Shut up, liberal. Pooza picking up this Poppy pick again. Extremely based. The only thing that's really weird is that why are we saving our support pick for 5? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Unless we are going extremely bold and brash and we're putting Ahri's support like the goats we are. Darius, I think is going to be picked up for because you're out here stats and stuff, whereas I'm a big picture guy. Yeah, Darius does not seem like the best idea in the pop. Why is Spotify giving me advertisements? I have premium. This shit's stupid. Anyway, time to put on some cooler music. I'm so right. I'm so smart. The Ahri support pick. Get baited, Dean. I was right the whole time. You smell. I'm the goat. This is all non-copyrighted, by the way, so you're fine. I'll do it so you stop whining. All right. I'm so smart. I'm so talented. Go me. Asol into Cassiopeia. I like it. You know, matchups be matchups. I don't really know how the matchups work, but I think conceptually, I think that they both kind of want to scale. I think that if that they both scale, obviously they're both going to be strong, but I just have seen Heroic do some good shit on this Assault one too many times to think that he's not favored in this matchups. Honestly, Ahri support be damned. I really like this MVP draft. I think you got to be bold. And they're certainly being bold. Alright, the wall and then run away instead of walking back and then coming back in. I think he kind of not only wastes a little bit of mana there, but also gets a little bit of HP gone as well. Already forced to recall, very peculiar. I don't know if that was just a cheater recall there or what kind of happened there. It looks like it was a cheater recall to me. Aya's trying to get this this red buff, but is able to get it. I think Aya is okay with just walking away here. I don't think they really need to to force the enemy's hand too much. Darius doing a good job of spotting. Puza looks like he knows something's up, but he's going to overextend into the wave, and then going to get pulled in by the Darius. Bone plating saving a bit of damage onto the Poppy there. So honestly, not an extreme amount of damage. He's going to get zoned off the wave a little bit. Although I think this red invade ended up like working out for them, as in like the Udyr's ahead of the Lilia. I honestly would have liked to see like a bot path start into pathing top, because like if we look at where the wave states are right now, like Pusa is kind of subject to a little bit of pressure from the Darius, if they started red side and path top, Udyr might have gotten more kills, but like this, like the natural conversion into trying to get a kill on Puza in the top lane would have been a lot better. And now that like Puza's starting to get level 5, like diving's going to be a little bit more dangerous, because he's going to have a little bit more damage on the counter. So although it worked out for them in kind of what they wanted to do, I think they could have gotten a lot more. Also, this Ezreal is starting to get a lot of poke onto the enemy team. And also managing to do so without running out a ton of mana. One of Ezreal's biggest problems in lane is that sometimes he has to trade between CSing, trading with the opponent, and conserving his mana. And he's almost even with... obviously, Zaya's a little bit ahead, but like it's not like depreciably down in mana in comparison to the... into the Zaya. I almost said Aya. Really slow start in comparison to the other games. It's kind of what I kind of like to see from both teams. I think both teams' win condition is for it to go late, and they're just going to kind of test their meta late game to see who has the better late game team comp. So I think it's kind of in both teams' interest to kind of hold. I do think that Darius has a lot more offensive kill pressure top side, and although he has a really big farm lead, I think they could try to start converting into getting some of these kills top side, because although CS is obviously a big deal, you know, if we can't convert it into something a little bigger, then I think Darius is going to kind of be diminished in the late game, especially by the ASOL star thing that's going to slow him down a lot on his engages. It's really good poke on there by the ASOL. I think that Lily is going to try to get something done here on the dragon. He's going to kind of walk over. Ahri's forced to flash here. I don't love the way that MVP is playing this. Oh no. Gets a double kill over to the Lilia. Well played from the Lilia. I wasn't a... they just played that fight way too disconnected. So all of a sudden the game goes from even to being very ever so slightly in MVP's favor. I mean Meta Buster's favor. These teams have too close in names. MVP versus MTB. That's their problem, not mine. Not a skill issue. Valor's kind of playing with fire a little bit here. Heroic's out of mana. Nice flash away from the Darius. Is he going to be able to get away? Is forced to flash, however, so obviously not ideal. Still has a CS lead in the mid lane, even though the Cassiopeia was able to get a cheater recall. So the cheater recall ended up not really working too much. Usually you want to get like the cheater recall to get like the item advantage to get ahead, but that did not really happen. But bot lane, jungle, and bot lane, jungle are both going to be ahead, as well as top. So mid lane is the only thing for MVP right now that's behind. Oh my god, what a nice bubble from Nami. Well played. Everyone's gonna kind of dissipate from this fight here. I'm gonna be honest, fellas. When the game is so chaotic, it's so easy to cast because everybody's just kind of clown fiestaing into each other. Oh my god, as soon as I say it. Alright, with the all-in. Maybe I just need to will it into existence. Oh no! Asol tries to dash out of the Cassiopeia W. Oh no. What a disaster. This Ahri has no HP and is still playing super far up in the lane. We love to see it. Aya's getting all the farm stolen from her. That's kind of sucks. Hobby and a zero dash is a little unfortunate. Big true. My roommate is telling me that food is ready, but I told him I'm going to be casting just to leave it on the countertop. I appreciate him though. Much love. Lilia technically has a dash. Uh-huh. So true. I don't not have faith in you that it works. Oh my god, are they gonna get this kill? Oh, well played. Really good. I think a lot of people don't go in for that kill there because they are too worried about it not succeeding because the Aurelian Soul is really far away. I think that's a testament to heroic Aya synergy there. The farm lead is kind of growing in the top side. You know, if Udyr can find his way to migrate over to top side, I would really like to see him try to do something about it. As I say that, he's going to get the engage onto the Lily, is going to get the shutdown. Unfortunately, the Nami ult goes wide, is not going to be able to catch anything. Xayah ult just completely whiffs, not going to be able to get anything with that either. It looks like they're still trying to get something done here. Cassiopeia is coming. They're going to have to disengage from this. Yeah, and it looks like everything's going to be fine. Puzo looks like he's trying to get something done here. He's going to flash. Oh, no. Puzo saving the ult for next game. What a disaster. Oh, and they overstayed their welcome. Wait, what is happening? Oh, no. What was such a good play for MVP ends up in disaster, as we I can really understand. Oh no! Oh, nice charm. Gonna hopefully be able to get Valor out of it. Xayah's unfortunately unable to land the root. I understand missing that. It's a pretty difficult combo to connect in that situation. Lilia ball goes wide. Ezreal ult kind of goes wide. Doesn't hit the intended target. Oh no, Valor dashes into the Lilia Q and gets burned and oh no. That's not good. That really kind of all spawned from overextending after getting to play top. I mean, I understand that you're behind and that kill like doesn't necessarily get you ahead, and so you feel inclined to want to kind of get more there. But sometimes you gotta know when you can't get more, and you just gotta be okay with saying, okay, we got this incremental advantage. Let's take our toys and go home. And they did not take their toys and go home. and now their mother is grounding them from recess. Name of Lilia. Able to get a lot of gold there. I think Pusa should die here. Oh, nice dash. That doesn't save him though. That was cool though. Poggers. This Lilia ult. Oh no, everything just goes wide, and they're just gonna perish. Oh, tries to get cute with it. Doesn't properly predict the ball, but it just ends up killing them anyway. I hope that they can manage to stick it in still this game, because they still have a really good win condition in this ASOL, and although ASOL is not as ahead as he was, like he definitely is still gonna be back in this game if he tries. I do kind of like. I feel like Garrett is always pretty good about knowing something that is just is not only a good counter pick, but is like in his wheelhouse. Good bubble. I feel like not only is he good at finding like the counter picks that work for him, the like champions that he's like comfortable carrying on is really important. It's not gonna be able to spot out this Lilia roam that's right behind her, but it doesn't end up mattering. Stars, the Skies Descend doesn't end up connecting for the kill, just does a little bit of damage. I was really praising this Ahri pick as like a potential bait, and although I don't think it's necessarily performing that poorly, obviously 0, 3, and 1 is not where you want to be. A nice connection over onto the Nami. They're gonna force them away from this turret here. Yeah, I don't think we should be trying to. How the hell did that W not hit the turret? There's just stuff happening all over the map. Looks like Lilia is gonna try to get to this top side. How much gold does Lilia have? Yeah, why are we okay? I understand that you think you're very cool and smart and epic. Why are we still in top side with this much gold, fellas? Like we could be recalling and making some advantage happen bot side. Why are we staying here with like almost 4k gold? Nice ult onto the Cass. Is not going to be able to get anything done though. Looks like Lilia finally decided to do something with her massive advantage. Is going to probably pick up a second item here. Is going to pick up the Demonic Embrace. I like that. And is going to be able to upgrade her boots into the Sork shoes. I wonder if Lucidity Boots is ever good here. Oh my god, the downtown connection. Oh, and that green smite slows so much. Holy shit. And the Demonic Embrace Leandri's just ticks her for all she's worth. Womp 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 womp. Who's been able to work with what little gold he has here, is managed to still somehow be. How much gold does? I don't really know how. We're still on item parity with the Darius. I don't know. Maybe Merc Shoes was a really important purchase, but I feel like he's kind of been on an island the whole game. So I don't really know how worth it is. Wow, they are turboing down this dragon. Oh, Valor is a little overstepping his boundaries. Oh, well played. Really heads up. Forgive me if this cast sounds very sedated. I'm trying to keep up with all the interesting plays that are happening across the map, and is able to get the kill onto the Poppy. We're trying to get the kill here. Maybe we have the Skies Descend. It misses, and yeah, Acel's just gonna walk away here. I really feel for Heroic here. I think he feels pressured with all the gold he got in lane phase to kind of make a play onto the somewhat overextended top laner, but it ends up not really being able to do anything. And then he's able to get the double Lily asleep, and his Valor is not going to be able to get away here. Just going to die to the burn. Wow. Wow, this game is looking a little over, folks. The Baron on spawn, triple Drake, 16-2. If we're in MVP's shoes, how are we getting out of this? We need to kind of look to stop the bleeding. We want to not be. We want to only be like trying to get these top waves when we can see where most of the people are on the map. So we know that they're recalled here, so we can get this wave. But Pusa should probably be leaving after this wave. I don't know if he's going to. It looks like he's probably gonna die to the Darius again. Oh no. Oh no. And Pusa just gets dunked on. I respect the play from Pusa there. Oh my god, double Nami ult. Oh wow, what a heads up play. That was really well played from Jacob. Ooh. The team play from here is just so good. Been a really big fan of everything that has been happening this game from the side of MetaBusters. I think they're playing really well with this comp. Ooh. Looks like the fourth Drake is going to be up kind of soon. I think both teams are kind of looking to recall and kind of duke it out for it. I think if this Infernal Soul gets taken right here and here with no recourse, I think it's going to be really hard for MVP to prevent this. But if they can, they don't necessarily have to prevent it, but they need to get some recourse for it. If they just get in this Infernal Drake for free, I think the game is essentially over at that point. I think they don't really have a lot of ways to come back if they don't get something here. And I think MetaBusters knows that they're playing really far up in their jungle. Valor is farming this top side with the TP up, so he's in a fine spot. Udyr is on the top side. I guess they want to just concede this Baron, which, you know, understandable. I mean, sorry, Dragon. I understand why they wouldn't want to fight over this. But I just simply do not think you have a choice in the matter. And they're TPing, but it's going to just be too late. They're already here. You saw how fast they burned Baron, right? They're just going to be able to slam dunk this. Ezreal has to go for a hero steal. Does not. And I think this is going to kind of be where the game ends. But I really would like... I would really like MVP to prove me wrong here. They're not utilizing this push super effectively, to be honest. And MVP is doing a good job at turtling in the base right here. It's kind of unfortunate. I really think they could have done something more there. They have all their ultimates up. You know, there wasn't really a good angle for a Nami ult, and that's like kind of their primary way of instigating these fights. But even like if they have an incidental ball hit, right? An incidental ball hit converts into so much advantage there, and they're just so far up on the opponent that like it should just be able to be an easy dub in any fight they take. Lily's up 3 items to 1. Somehow Cassiopeia is up 3 items to 2, and bot lane's even in items because although 3-0 and 7 on the KD is still down in CS, and that kind of makes sense. I would like it, Meta Busters to end this game soon though, because if they don't end this game soon, you know, ASOL is going to be a bit of a problem, and we don't want ASOL to be a problem if we're the Meta Busters, if we're Meta Bustin'. We're gonna do this Baron here. Not really a lot the MVP is gonna be able to do about it. I think respect for Valor for just kind of always saving the ult. I often tend to try to go for hero steals with my global ADC ults and then get punished. I think, oh, he's gonna flash out. Nice. Unfortunately, greeting there for that definitely means that you're forced to flash. Oh, this is what I wanted to see from them earlier. Oh, and the Sky's Descent is going to kind of send them packing a little bit. The Poppy ultimate goes wide. The Ezreal does not. Is going to tag up a few people. Ezreal's going to die to the Darius ult. Lily's going to burn from the ASOL. ASOL is trying his hardest to play tower defense here. I like all these jukes that are happening. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Everything's fine. There's a really good star from the ASOL to prevent the Cassiopeia from walk up ulting, and because she wasn't able to walk up ult, she wasn't able to get the full stun, I guess? I don't know. No, she probably wouldn't have stunned there anyway. I just don't think it was a great ultimate from Cass. But that's understandable. We kind of didn't use our Baron buff super well here from the side of MVP. Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, Meta Busters. Why are these teams so similar in name? But the problem is that they didn't really need to get that much done. They only got the one inhibitor that was already gone, and then that just like respawn, and then they got an extra turret and inhibitor top lane. But that's honestly all they needed. Ezreal just gets one tapped. Valor 0 and 8 on this Ezreal is not having the greatest game. And they're kind of just forced to play tower defense here while the Elder spawns. They're going to need to kind of take a fight over this. I know I said this about the Infernal Soul, but I do not see a world where they can get the Elder and not lose the game after it. So I think MVP knows that for sure. So they're a little bit more bot lane focused here than they were last time. Everyone's in like kind of the bottom area of base. Nami gets chunked out, is gonna have to leave here, but she doesn't have her ultimate, so she's not like she's gonna do a ton in the fight. Valor kind of goes in a little bit. Oh, and Gish gets popped by the ball. That's so tragic. Ahri gets chunked out there too. This is they're either going to go for the end here or they're going to go for Elder. It looks like they're trying to go for the end here. They're going to try to ult onto the Lilia, but the Nami ult doesn't get a ton done. And they're not even going to get either inhib. They're going to get one Nexus turret. Okay. They really should be just continuing to pressure here. Oh my god. And the Poppy dies, but almost makes the hero play at the Sentry. It's going to get the shutdown on the Cassiopeia. Darius is going for the end. I don't really know if this is ever going to work here. I guess he's just going to try anyway. Asol is going to get the shutdown onto the Darius. Oh, and the Lilia whiffs. Oh no. That's not good. And by the skin of their teeth, it looks like they're going to be alive for this Elder, and it looks like they're just going to try to do it while top mid bot's down. I honestly kind of agree with this. I think that, you know, Xayah, although she's definitely ahead of the Ezreal, she's like definitely like the least fed on their team and has the least amount of agency walking up into the Dragon Pit. I thought this game was giga over, but by the skin of their teeth, they won this push, and they're gonna get this Elder unless Aya misses the smite. Oh my god, and the great play from Liz to be able to distract them from getting dealing with the Elder and just sacking herself for the team there, and they're gonna just go down 3 for 1. Oh my god. I cannot believe they're still in this game. Holy cow. Oh, mouse slip. A game that was looking lost for MVP is now going to be just like a 4.5k gold lead for the Metabusters. Asol is looking more online than ever now, has essentially a full build minus the Zonias, but has the stopwatch still, so he's going to be able to get that one get out of jail free card. Hopefully it's going to, with the Elder up, is going to be able to win this Baron fight. It looks like they're too focused on clearing waves, but the Udyr knows that they're doing the Baron, so they're going to run over there. Stopping at the mid wave. No, we need to get over to the Baron before it dies. No. Oh, it is going to die. They need to try to get something done here before they all leave. And they're just gonna, they need to just try to do something more with this Elder here, I think. And it looks like that's what they're trying to do. They're going to try to take this mid tier 1 while the minions are still not there, because once the Baron minions come, it's going to be really hard for them to take this tier 1. Looks like they're trying to get the ult onto the... Is the Ahri going to die? Oh, she is. That sucks. You know, maybe that is worth it in the end, because getting rid of a crucial CC ability to kite for the Asol, but Honestly, is ulting for the support there really going to be super worth it? I guess her ultimate is halfway up, so it's not going to really matter by the end of this team fight. It looks like they're just going to have to play tower defense here again. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to do it. This Asol's full build is looking a little scary. The Ezreal finally, now that he has some kills, has some items on him. So is going to be able to do a lot. But they have Baron empowered minions and no turrets. So this is going to be a tall ask from the side of MVP. They're gearing up to do something big. And then the Lilia ult is up for the time they need it. Udyr gets a good stun, but it's not going to be enough. Lilia gets the kill on the Ezreal. Lilia dropping low, but then Darius takes away the people trying to kite away from the Asol. And it looks like Asol is not going to be able to do enough to clean up this game. He's trying to just spray his Dragon Breath all over. It doesn't matter, and Meta Busters wins the game. Wow. Unlucky. You know what? I thought that game was super duper over for for MVP, and they almost proved me wrong, and that is kind of badass. That although it was a loss, I think their 5-man team play in the base as a last man turret defense, that is probably one of the best base defenses I've ever seen. Alright, let me who do I want as my MVP this game? I'm gonna steal I think Jacob played really well that game. I'm stealing Jacob. Hello.
Holy fucking shit, man!
I have captured you from the depths of the abyss.
You caught the fish.
Yeah, I think you played really well that game.
Thank you, Eric. That was the most stressful end to what felt like an
easily won game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I for sure I understand that. So tell me how you felt games 1, 2, and 3 went. I want to kind of hear from your perspective here.
Yeah. So from my perspective in particular, I was preparing to cast, getting stream set up, when all of a sudden our mid leader doesn't show up, and we say, "Hey Jacob, you're free. You're casting. Can you play?" And then I hopped in. Noam is our top laner, but I want to be known that he is a support main. So we had 3 support mains in this roster: me, Kathy, and Noam. So our muzzles were all over the place. We were just figuring stuff out last minute. Obviously, it's an unfortunate scenario for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think everyone was obviously a bit on edge that game, just because none of us knew what was happening. Mental wore a bit thin after that game.
Sure, for sure.
After, I honestly shout out to Noam. It really just helps be the mental coach for the whole team. Prevented a lot of people from talking in season discussion, which I think might have lost us a series on the spot. And yeah, we just all in game 2 we just said, you know what, we're just going to, put people on their comfort champions. I was on Nami, Kathy's on Zaya. We got the Lee Sin on Rex.
I really like I really liked the Zaya Nami lane. Is this like something that I know you haven't been practicing a lot together as a duo this season, but is this something you have like is this something you guys have like historical practice on? I think this duo worked out surprisingly well, and you guys seem to like have really good matching like kind of when you want to go in, when you want to go out. It all looked really like coordinated. So I wanted to know if you like practiced this before, or is this kind of spur of moment thing? Like what was going through your head picking the Zaya Nami?
So it's actually a really funny story. I want to say shouts out and absolute like screw you, Noam and Kathy actually got me into this game. So like way before I was in Scrims, just like learning the support role, I was doing with Kathy. We have like so many games together from like a year and a half ago, which is when I was just getting into the game. And I've played with her Zaya, which was her like exclusive one trick at the time, so many times. So I think that like muscle memory just came back. I was like, in draft, I was just like, what, we gotta slam this. We gotta bring back, our history. And like you said, it felt like we were back on the same page. And it was just really clean. And
Yeah.
just like shout out to Kaki for being a fucking badass, awesome Zaya player.
Yeah, that was really fun. Um, so you kind of talked about the Nami, kind of talked about how you felt about the games. Yeah, I think I kind of covered everything I wanted from you guys. Do you have anything else you want to say?
So I want to say, well, I want to shout out my soul winners and Rex. Garrett laning against Heroic all 3 games. Obviously, first game was a bit unfortunate due to a variety of reasons, but he held so freaking consistent and like popped off game 3 against like, I mean, I think debatably, maybe not debatably, the best solo laner this server has seen. So shouts out to Garrett. Noam, just like I said, the mental carry, and obviously game 3, the Darius was crazy good, just like consistent. And then Rex. I mean, what can't you say about Rex? He saved us with the macro. His Lilia popped up. He doesn't even like play Lilia. So I just want to say shout out to my teammates. You guys are absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
yeah, just appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I also think I wanted to give a quick shout out. On game 1, I think that MVP really had a good showing there. I think I forgot to say it. Um, I forgot to say it game 1, but I think the MVP that game. Shoot, oh no, I need to. Eric needs to pull off the draft because he has short-term memory loss as to who is playing what champion.
League of Legends stuff and
I
garbage,
think
man.
I think game 1. I really liked the Echo and the Ezreal.
Yeah.
I think he'd be hard pressed not to give it to the to the Echo that game. But
He just gives such an impressive force that like
man, I think although I'm giving the MVP to Echo at the end of the day, I just want to say, Valor, I see you. I appreciate you. I think the concept of playing Ezreal Yumi into Draven Nautilus, I think a lot of people would be scared as balls to do that on the surface, but I think you kind of thought about the game in a larger picture there in the pick, and I think it really paid dividends for you, so I wanted to shout you out for that because I think that was really smart. Um, I also want to give Game 2 MVP to... Um, mm, I wanted to give it to Garrett. I think Garrett had kind of a sleeper carry performance on Lissandra. I think that Lissandra I just like uh, absolutely was always there every time matching the Akali. I think Akali's biggest strengths is being able to roam really consistently, and then being able to constantly be there, be matching him, and in some ways like getting that solo kill under turret. I'm not sorry. I'm not giving the MVP to Lissandra. I'm going to give it to the Lee Sin, but I wanted to give the shout out to Garrett on the Lissandra because I think it went really well. And then I'm going to give the MVP Game 3 to Jacob, but, shout outs to, where is it? Shout outs to the Lilia, because I think the Lilia definitely carried the early game. I just think you had some really good Nami ults that, uh, when you guys weren't ahead, your Nami ults were, in my perspective, the things that got you guys ahead to where Lilia could carry the game. And then I also wanted to give, although it wasn't the killer performance that I was hoping for, I want to give a secret shout out to the Ari support because I think that shit's based as fuck.
Well, we were terrified.
Yeah. All right.
Normally you make a game plan and everything, but we were just like, we need to feel this out. And,
all right. So with that being said, this is the annual Eric Scuffed stream signing off, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.